The latest chapter might have finally given us the hint we needed to explain how Loki killed the immortal King Harold. We know Harold had a covenant with Imu, the same kind of eternal life that makes the Garozi so terrifying. Loki, one of only 2 known people to ever truly hurt Imu. But what exactly is his ability? How did he bypass Harold's immortality? Well, today we are not going to figure out what specifically Loki's devil fruit is, but rather the actual mechanics of how he was able to pull off the impossible. To figure this out, we have to look at his latest display of power. In chapter 1171, Loki uses an ability called Niflheim through his weapon Ragnir, instantly freezing a massive Draugr. Look closer at the naming. In Norse mythology, Niflheim is the primordial realm of mist and ice, the land of the dead. This isn't a Logia power like Aokiji's. This ice feels ancient, heavy, and deathly cold. It isn't just lowering the temperature, there is something more supernatural at play here. Wait, Underworld? Ice? Doesn't that sound familiar? This is the exact same logic Oda used for Brook. Brook's freezing attacks come from the chills of the Underworld. Because Brook is essentially a living soul, he can channel the supernatural frost of the land of the dead, the realm of Yomi. But remember, Brook's power isn't just about the cold. We've seen him use this underworld energy to directly damage and influence souls, like he did against Big Mom's homies. This suggests that Loki's ice could be directly related to the underworld in the same way. It even explains why Oda chose to have Loki chained for years in the deepest pits of Elbaf's underworld specifically. It was likely massive foreshadowing for the source of his power. His mythical Zoan fruit seems to grant him authority over the realm of the dead, meaning his attacks don't just hit the body, they hit the soul. This brings us to the killing of King Harold. We know Harold entered a covenant with Imu, agreeing to bring Elbaf under the control of the world government. In exchange, he was granted the monstrous strength and immortality needed to rule the giants forever. This connection likely works as a soul tether, Imu marking a soul and binding it to their own ancient power to artificially keep it in the living world. This is why Loki is so dangerous. He didn't have to outmuscle Harold's immortality. Just like Brook can harm a homie's soul, Loki used his underworld authority to directly target and sever the soul tether itself. While his Niflheim ice proves he can channel the energy of the dead, his true lethality lies in his ability to reach into the metaphysical realm and snap the connection between Harold and Imu. The moment that soul bond was broken, Harold's godhood vanished. He became a mortal giant again, and Loki finished him off. This revelation also suggests that Brook is far more important to the endgame than we ever realized. If Loki can sever a soul tether using the energy of the underworld, then Brook, the King of Soul, possesses that exact same potential. Brook isn't just a musician, he might also be a direct counter to the immortality of God's knights. It means that just like Loki, Brook might be one of the few people capable of actually hurting Imu. This sets up the perfect moment to finally reveal the history between Brook and Gunko. We know from chapter 1149 that there is a mysterious link between them, implying they might have known each other in the distant past. Since Imu is possessing Gunko's body, Brook's chills of the underworld could be the key to saving her. By channeling the power of the soul, Brook could temporarily weaken Imu's covenant over the vessel, allowing Gunko's true consciousness to resurface and finally remember her past with the Soul King. What this ultimately shows us is that Oda has created 2 distinct masters of the afterlife. Both Loki and Brook are mirrors of each other. They both have a direct connection to the underworld, Loki through Niflheim and Brook through Yomi. This gives them both the unique ability to channel supernatural ice that targets the soul rather than just the body. Even their histories align, as both have deep, mysterious connections to the gods' knights of the world government, Loki through his father Harald, and Brook through his cryptic past with Gunko. Loki has already used this power to end the reign of King Harald by snapping his covenant. Now the question is, will Brook use his underworld energy to do the same to Imu and save Gunko? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.